Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Up next on ESPN, he's been an NFL star virtually since becoming a starter in 1999. Has being close but no cigar to the Super Bowl worn Donovan McNabb out a bit? We'll get a look at one of the best in the business as he tries to make amends. New York, Philadelphia, this ought to be good.
In our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison. And as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Eagles are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Terrell Owens emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. A 58-yard touchdown for the Eagles. The Eagles get the first points of the game and go up by 7. Eagles midway through the first, already inside field goal range. Donovan McNabb would find his target on this one. That set up a short 25-yard field goal. Eagles towards the end of the first quarter. Eagles leading by 10. David Akers comes on for the field goal try. Good spot. This is right through the uprights. They move ahead by 13. Giants end of the first quarter. Kurt Warner would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Giants losing 13-0. Kurt Warner connected with his man on this one. The Eagles on defense, ball at the 11. Nick Greason is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Eagles late into the second quarter. Eagles ahead by 13. Terrell Owens is going to find himself on the receiving end of this one as he works his way open for the big play. And that's where we'll leave this one. Eagles are up at the half, 13-0. Time now for our Halftime Hero Award, which recognizes the most dominant player of the first half. Duh. This time there can be no question. Terrell Owens has played outstanding. So that does it for our Halftime Report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
This is SportsCenter.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Packers come away with a decisive 10-point win. Peerless Price stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Byron Leftwich threw for over 200 yards and helped his Jaguars beat the Bills. In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, we had the Eagles bring out the whooping stick and cruise to a 34-point win. Up in the HHH Metrodome, we had the Vikings squeak to a 1-point victory. The Buccaneers got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Ralston, Maryland. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Mike Vrabel sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Tests at the stadium revealed a broken kneecap, so he'll be out for 10 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Michael Barrow is probably the one that most leaps out at you. X-rays confirming the original diagnosis, it's a broken ankle. And that'll keep him out for 10 weeks. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Colts, Patriots. Ty, I fought the law, and the law won. Is sometimes in no man's land, but you play the corner, you gotta be tough. Reads it perfectly, picture perfect down the sidelines, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, 55-yard pick. The Patriots win this one by the final score of 49-21. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Jason Gilden is on the move. Perhaps not for all that he thought he'd get, but a good deal nonetheless. 4 years, $13.9 million, plus a $1.3 million signing bonus. Jeremiah Trotter will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Bengals. Jason Sehorn will be playing his football elsewhere, though perhaps not for as much as he would have liked. 6 years, $7.8 million. This guy is also on the move as he signs a robust 5-year contract with the Cardinals.
The Rams won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Falcons. Justin Fargas stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Wayne Raspberry Crabette had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Jets beat the Bengals. Deep in Cajun country in New Orleans, we had the Saints get squeezed out by 4 points. Lions, Bears. Reggie Swinton is set in his own territory, and he'll get the punt at the 40. He's going to break a tackle right there. And look at him go. He could go all the way. 60-yard touchdown. The Lions go on to win this by the final score of 14-13. Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins not show up and lose by 22 points. The Chargers got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Reliant Stadium. Ravens won on the road and will now head home to meet the Steelers. And in our final game, we had the Chiefs come away victorious. So, as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL. And heck, we just got into week 1. My primetime players' game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.